what to expect in your first day at work and how to handle it. Hello, welcome to the Scrum chat room with Dr. Francis Mbunya. If you're new to this channel, click the subscribe button. And if you want to learn what it takes to reduce the numbers of interviews to your first job, I've put a link under this video. Click that link and I'm going to give you the step by step on what it takes to join my coaching community. A lot of people have been asking me, a lot of calls have been coming in. I'm not able to respond to all of them, so I've taken out the time to do a video that actually explains step by step what it takes to be part of that community. If you're looking forward to be a certified Safe Scrum Master, I have training coming up every other week. You can reach out to me by email. You see my email on the description link below, and I'll be able to give you details on what the next class is and what the course is all about. All right, without wasting much time, let's get into the details. Your first day at work as a Scrum Master. All right, what is it going to be like? What to expect and how to handle it? The reason it's very important for us to talk about this, if you already understand, in this channel we talk about the reality, what to expect, is because we have people that are losing their job within the first 90 days. It's obvious, it's happening. And the core reason is the fact that they are not taking the time to invest in knowing exactly what they will be doing before they get to job. They're just like, oh, it's just like any other job. No. A Scrum Master job, you are a leader. You're coming in to manage a team. You're coming in to manage an expert. So even during your onboarding process, the person that is walking you through will not be training you on how to use the Jira board, will not be training you on how to talk to stakeholder. They just show you around. So you need to do your own job. Many people are not doing their own job and it's costing them a lot. Just imagine you've gone through the certification, you've interviewed, you have an opportunity, you have a six-figure job in front of you. Within think of an hour, you're losing it. You don't want this to happen to you. That's why I want to give you some of the tips on how you can be able to handle it. Now, why at work? The first person you will definitely come across or in contact with is going to be your manager. Your manager can be the product manager. Some environment might still be using project manager. The person you'll be reporting to, right? The person you will reporting to will definitely and facilitate to give you access to the Scrum calendar, give you access to the product management tool if you're using Jira, Asudewa, Bradley, Monday.com, Zoho project. Those are different project management tools that different companies use. So it's not all about Jira. Yeah, Jira is the widely used, but then there are other tools that are being used as well. All right, so when you are given access to the Scrum calendar, you need to learn how to be able to take time, look at it, look at what has been there before, and see how you can be able to flow with that. One of the mistakes a lot of new Scrum Masters do is that when they get into an opportunity, they want to implement the Scrum guide. It's like, oh, the backlog grooming meeting need to be before we have a planning. We cannot put it there. Let's shift it there. Now, you want to understand that the actual work environment is already busy. And yeah, Scrum recommend that retro should happen maybe before the planning, but sometimes it might not be possible, so they might move it to another day, right? So it's just try to understand what's the culture. If you come in and they're using hours in estimating the story, don't say, oh, you know what, a good practice is to use story, let's switch to story. No, your first day when you're given access to most of these things, take time and study. Take time and go through the calendar, see what events are there. Now try now to ask your manager, okay, who are the people which if I need some information, I can turn to them. The manager will actually point you to a couple of people, or go to this, go to this, go to this. Another very powerful source that's going to help you is going to be the previous Scrum Master that has been working with the team, or the previous product owner. If it's a new team, then the main go-to person is going to be your manager. But then the previous product owner and the previous Scrum Master, they are very resourceful. Number one, they have been managing the team for quite a while, so they understand, they can give you like really great tips that can help you. But you need to know how to handle this, right? You cannot just come in and say, oh, you know what, I don't know how to manage the Jira board, I don't know how to set calendar. Can you? No, you can't do that. Remember, on your resume, you've already put that you know all of that. Even if you don't know it, now how do you handle it? This is my advice. All right, you can now technically, what you should do, you can ask the product owner, the scrum master, to say, okay, look, know that every work environment is different, the culture is different, the setting are different. Would you mind taking a couple of minutes to work me on your Jira board, to work me on your calendar setting, so that I get more familiar with it? It's just a polite way of saying it. Don't prove that you are a professional when you are not, right? Now, what happened is that you definitely just want to observe what's going on, so that at the end of the day, if you have a coach, you can get down with your coach, and your coach can be able to kind of look at the environment you're working with and help you to do that. That's the most important reason why it's important to get coaching while you're on the job. Now, sometimes you might come to your coach and say, oh, coach, I need help with my Jira board. But then you have not spoken to your Scrum Master or product owner to have an overview. Every Jira board is configured differently. You need to understand what is going up there, so that even if you get to your coach to help you on how to be able to navigate that, you will already understand what are some of the basics. Very important. Then, meeting with the teams, it's very important. Meeting with the teams is very important, and it's very sensitive. The first thing, the most important reason why you want to meet with your team is that you want to buy in. You want to talk to them, not really in a professional way as a Scrum Master, but build relationship, get to know more about them personally. Ask them if they have some advice that can help you really find your way around. They are going to give you very useful tips that will help you a lot in navigating. Now, meeting with stakeholders. If you need to meet with stakeholders, your manager is going to recommend some of the stakeholders you might meet with. In most of the cases, you probably will not really require to meet stakeholders if it is a pure Scrum environment. The stakeholders engagement most often is with the PO. But in some cases, they might still require you as a Scrum Master to coordinate some event. Now, if you're in a safe environment, it's a bit more complex, and you might have a whole lot of meetings beyond the Scrum meetings to participate in dependency meetings, Scrum of Scrum meeting. You might also have mid-sprint and all of those meetings that comes up. So take time to study your environment. Managing the Scrum calendar. You need to know how to manage the Scrum calendar. The Scrum calendar, look at what has been there, look at what is working. And then if you want to make changes, advise don't make changes within your first month or so. Take time and study the team. And then if there are some certain things that you might be able to advise, just now go individually, do individual buy-in before you might bring it up under retrospective for suggestion. Now, obtain more information from your backlog. Now, from your Jira board or whatsoever board you're using. Most of the boards you'll be using generate report automatically. You can be able to go back and see what the team have been working on for the past 3 months, for the past 6 months, and you look at how their performance can be. That help you to start giving you an idea on aspect or area where the team might really need help, and help you to build a good strategy. Then one of the things I recommend a lot is that have a book with you, have like a notebook. You need to start documenting and jotting a lot on your first couple of days at work. Make sure that you're learning as fast as you can. And that is why I recommend you not just investing on yourself only when you get a job. Many people often say, oh, you know what, I don't have money now when I get a job. Okay, you're doing yourself a very big disservice, because Maybe when by the time you get the job, you might not have learned something, and that might cost you that job. So one of the things I do a lot is investing in myself. I read a lot of books. I watch other people videos. I watch other people doing the same video like mine. The fact that I'm doing it doesn't mean that I'm the best, right? It's just because I have an open mind and learning. It's because I'm also practicing and I'm learning from others. I take every opportunity to learn. That is what is going to help you. So your first days is about you putting your intelligence at work, looking at when you're talking with your team members. One of the things you want to find out is you want to start exploring who's the easy go-to person, someone that you can be stuck and say, hey, do you have 5 minutes? I have a challenge. You can be able to reach out to them and they can be able to help you. In less than no time, you become a professional. Professionals are not the best. They're just open to learning. All right. Do not forget, if you need coaching, check out the link below. It's going to give you what it takes. Please, if you want to reach out to me, I'm going to recommend watch that video, please, because sometimes it's definitely a lot to be taking course or taking time to go through what the process is. So the reason I made that video is for you to have step by step what it takes, so that if you are reaching out to me, you should reach out with specific question, or okay, I know what it takes, I'm willing to engage. And if you want to be safe certified, send me an email. When is your next safe certification class? Automatically I will send you a respond with more details, and then how you can be able to enroll in my next class. Don't to forget, always have an open mind. Learning is a continuous process. Agile, Scrum, it's all about learning. I'll see you in the next video.